This is Debonair 7, and it's been a while since I've recorded anything, but we're going to start this off with some WAP discussion with my boy SPointFB23. So stay tuned, enjoy yourselves. And sadly enough, I recorded this before they patched the double gold glitch on the casino heist, so that is no more. Right now we're gonna run this casino heist. I ain't gonna give away the secrets because Rockstar's doing this update, but whatever. So I want to sit up here and talk about. You seen that Cardi B and Meg the Stallion? So.
Yep.
So what did you think about that, sir?
the video,
take
the
it in
song,
parts.
the
I don't care which way
behind
you do it.
I mean, the video was cool. I think it could have been a little better if it was a little more.
So you want
explicit,
the old
possibly.
beats? You want the old BET
just because of the message behind it.
Huh? The BET uncut, yeah.
Yeah, BET uncut.
Oh yeah.
Nelly with the credit card swipe.
So.
But yeah. So yeah, I think the video could have been better if they would have done that. The song, it was cool. It was what it was. I don't really listen to a lot of Cardi or Meg. I mean, I listen to more Meg than I listen to Cardi, just because Meg can spit. Cardi, she got some songs I like, but she ain't really too much of my cup of tea.
Waiting on you.
Yeah, but then the message behind it, I'm sitting there like, these bitches ain't got shit.
You might want to hit
offer.
Hit the button. So, I mean, and
Cardi said it herself. She don't cook, she don't clean, but find out she got that ring. Like, really, that's all you brought to the table?
Here's my thing about that. First of all, let's I go back to you about the video. I'm with you. I wanted to see more the uncensored version of the video because they went there.
Right. I mean, considering the song, what the song is and what it's about,
so,
and stuff, it would make sense.
Now, back to what you were saying, that's one of the big things that ended up getting brought up was like, yo, this is all, like you said, this is all you got to offer. What dude is really? But at the same time, there's guys out here that's gonna do that. They're gonna be like, hey, yeah, they gonna. Yeah.
I'm not.
But it's always interesting that double standard. I'll commend you a little bit later because I'm recording.
Alright, I just commended you.
But
no big deal.
Darn, Lester. You need to shut up so I can finish my point. For the longest, women were talking about, okay, when they run into these guys and they ask them what they bring to the table, men basically, after you done tell this man you got everything. God damn it, Lester.
Okay, you're there. Drive in past the garage entrance and follow the road to the racetrack. The tunnel entrance is on
that motherfucker don't shut up, do we?
Right now, that's our job. We ain't supposed to shut up.
Keep talking.
Don't forget, you are private security.
So yeah, girls for the longest was sitting over there talking about, hey, look, dudes, all they bringing is basically dick to the table, and because they talk, and like I said, the double standard. If we said something like that, it's a problem. But as soon as like somebody like Cardi B say what that line she said, God damn it, Lester.
You're doing your usual day-to-day delivery job. You've done this 1,000 times.
But they can say it and it's no problem.
You're earlier than expected.
Yeah.
Just gonna check your VI
But then,
number.
you know what though? But then if you try to pose it to be like, oh, we want you to, do more and bring more to the table, then they be like, oh, this ain't the 50s. You expect me to just be up in the kitchen with my feet swollen up cooking
Now,
for you?
Here's my thing about that. The question is,
I thought you were
can
gonna
you
get
shoot
shot
Lester
in
in
the
the
face
face?
for a second there. Okay. Now get in the elevator and remember,
be nice if you could.
inconspicuous.
So
I
yeah,
would.
but the thing is, if we turn around, so now what happens when you get a man who is providing everything? And is it gonna be a problem for you to do all the cooking? Is it gonna be?
Next security check's coming up.
It's fine for her. She done made her money to say something like that.
Who's nervous?
She is at a point where she's not paying for. She can pay somebody to cook and clean.
Y'all here for the vault, yeah?
Yeah, but realistically, the dude could too, but it's just not the same. All right, 1, 2, 3, swipe.
Yes! Come on! How much better does it feel when the marks are this dumb?
This guy gonna just keep going.
Keep going!
So now you're right. Now if she's making that money, and where that man ain't gotta work, this is true. He could be doing that around the house. Because I mean the thing is, damn it,
Okay,
listen.
so far so bueno.
Right, but
Push on to the vault.
it goes both ways.
There'll be a guard there to meet you. Don't break character just yet.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Oh, you're here.
Whoever the
say so?
the breadwinner
never
is, and the
tell
other
me
person
nothing,
ain't got
you
to
know?
work. Damn, that's the least the other person
Exactly.
can do. Doesn't matter what gender they are.
So it's not like saying we're being like sexist about the situation.
Oh, that's a heavy door.
But let's just call
Ain't
some.
much getting through
Yeah.
here. There.
What's that nigga in his
All right, I'm
job?
going for G and H. Looks like one's open over there.
Bingo! We have struck a gold.
Don't get me wrong, they are appealing to those type of people the young people who buy that kind of music and kind of buy into that. They ain't got nothing really to. They're gonna be their biggest, supporters of their music.
Yeah, which realistically is this generation.
Now,
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. You know what though? I know people that's like well into their 30s, right? But they have no domestic skills. Can't cook, can't clean, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Can't really, handle themselves, provide for themselves in that manner. And I hate to say it, but I think it comes from it has to come from the parents. You know what I'm saying? Like what's your first place you gonna learn? Because because I got a cousin that was the exact same way. I think he might know how to do a little something now. You know what I'm saying? But he was nothing like me when I was his age, right? So like the difference is like, my mom worked all the time. So her method was, all right, well, I'm going to teach you how to do everything. So that way I ain't got to worry about
something
doing it.
that you're right. That's lacking. That varies.
40 seconds.
Right, but that was, she did it that way, but it was also an ulterior motive where it's like, yo, you're going to need to learn how to do this anyway. You know what I'm saying? She was like, you're going to need to learn how to do this stuff anyway. Plus, I ain't trying to be doing it no way. But I've got, but I'll give you a promise. Like, I got two of my cousins came out of the same house, right? Their mom worked from home, so she was always there. So, like, they'd have to do some small cleaning and stuff, like, you know, but nothing like I had to do. But they never learned how to cook.
Back the way you came through the checkpoint. Nothing to see.
You know what I'm saying? Because mom was always there.
Back the way we came is too risky now that you're carrying the loot. Let's fall back to the rear door.
And mom always did
I can see that now. I think, what would he got? What's the age difference between me and you? I'm 42. You're like 29? Okay. So,
get in the cargo elevator and use your key card.
like my situation. Why in the world am I stuck? My like with me, like my dad was a truck driver, so basically my mom stayed home. She had a choice whether or not she wanted to work or not. He did not see me. Alright,
Right.
we're clear.
Right, that's how it was for me. It's like
Change your outfits. We need a fresh start if you're gonna make it out of here under the radar. They're closing
my stepdads and stuff was all truck drivers. So, you know, mom worked as well. But, you know, still, like that's how she did it. She was like, yeah, I don't want to have to do none of this work.
Right.
So you gonna have to do it. That was essentially
my dad
it.
told me, he was like, just for that. Let's say if my dad was still around, he heard that song, and he would have said, you know, that's the very reason why I wanted you to learn how to cook, because you're gonna run up on these girls that think cooking is the microwave. They thinking it's McDonald's.
Oh
Then,
yeah.
like I could just.
Or they hit that bullshit ass Alfredo.
Yeah. Because I mean,
make a mean shrimp Alfredo. You don't get that bullshit out my face.
Right.
Fucking shrimp Alfredo.
And she's gonna get the pre-cooked shrimp at that.
Yeah, I recognize this shrimp. This is that $5.90. This bag is a medium shrimp. You know,
Right.
It's a red bag with a teal label on it. I recognize this.
Right. Now, this also kind of goes back, like I said, what artists do. This is like when they were talking about how Beyonce had came out with that, that song about her about Jay-Z cheating, or talking about single or whatever it was she was singing. And then here it was, she was happily married to Jay-Z. Or like,
Oh yeah, but people kind of knew they was, you know what I'm saying, rocking together for a while.
and just like we said, Jay-Z and them, they were still staying together. Or one of the bigger things was they talked about how gangster rap came about, and these people made millions of dollars, making sure they were going in the other direction. But sometimes you gotta do stuff that you don't want to. You gotta play to what the pulse of society is to make your money. So I can't exactly fault them for that, but it's still giving bad advice.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these dudes gonna be like, they're gonna be like, okay, the song nice or whatnot, but like you said, shrimp Alfredo, or they actually believe
Right,
in
but then you got some dudes that don't know, you know what I'm saying, don't really know the difference. You know what I'm saying? And they normally be dudes that don't really know how to cook. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they finally, you know, they get a chick that's willing to cook some food for them and stuff like that, and it be this weak ass Alfredo. And the problem is with that shrimp Alfredo, it's a good bamboozle, because, you know what I'm saying, like it can be presented like it's expensive, but it's really not.
Oh yeah.
If the buyer hears so much as a siren, this whole thing goes
You're not, you know what I'm saying, that's one of the things, you're not gonna know unless you actually know how to cook. Because you would have done it yourself.
Right.
You would have seen somebody do it, heard it, you would have had it.
These artists gonna be giving these women this kind of advice, and they're gonna be wondering why dudes cheating on them. Yeah, it's because the woman at work fixed him a plate she brought from home.
Right, like that. Yeah, like that shit, yeah, that shit has a huge appeal. But you know what, though? I think like it has such a big appeal because it doesn't happen often. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how often do you have a female just been like, yo, here's a plate right here, boom. And that ain't too often, you know. I mean, you know, unless you're married, so you know what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah, now if you're married, you gotta watch out for that, because we don't think about it, because we're like, okay, and don't let it be better than what's at the house.
Oh, what you put in this?
I know, right?
Paprika?
Yeah, so yeah, so don't let that happen. And then they've been wondering why you gaining weight. You ain't been eating at the house. So we're gonna end it right here, and yeah, maybe I'll end up doing a little more recording, but with my boy SPoint. So catch you on the next one. This is Devin 7. Peace.